Hey y'all, Josh here today, aka the world's greatest dad, and we're hanging out doing dad stuff, and that means we're going to chat a little bit about the Orbit dual valve digital hose timer, even show you how it compares to some of these other ones out here. Let's get it. So I kind of consider myself a hose timer connoisseur, if you will. I've got a plethora of these things. There's the Orbit single head, and we got a Nelson right here. We got a Do It Best. We got another Orbit over here. So as you can see, I know my way around a hose timer, if you will. Now, I've owned the single head Orbit units for several years, and we've always had really good success with them. So this year we decided to pick up the dual valve unit just for some certain watering situations rather than trying to rig up two of the single heads. Now, I really like this thing. You know, it operates the exact same way as the single heads. You'll see the dials are exactly the same. The only difference with this is you're gonna have a nice little station button right there. So you'll either set valve 1 or valve 2. Other than that, exact same operation. Now you can get two different types of these. Either get the blue version that's gonna have the brass head, or you'll get a green version of this, which is going to have this plastic head like these single units here. All right, so we got it screwed in here. It screws in nice and tight. Let's go ahead and turn the water on. And just how I like it, no leaks, no squeaks. All right, so the first thing we got in the off position, we'll go ahead and set our clock, which we're 12:48, we've already done that. Set our start time, so you could set your start time. You'll see station 2 we're on, so if we hit that button again, it's gonna transfer to station 1. How long you wanna run it, 35 minutes we have on station 2. On station 1, we can adjust it there. Again, just hit this station button every time you want to switch from 1 to 2, all right? Now, when you get everything done, you got how often, then you just turn it back to auto. Now, if you want to manually run this thing, let's go hit manual, all right? So it's on station 1. It'll let us set how many minutes we want to run it. We'll go ahead and just put it down there for a minute. And you should see that water start flying out here in, there we go. Water comes on right there. You'll see it will run by itself for that whole 1 minute. If I want to shut it off, I turn it to the off position, and there we go. All right, that's the important thing with these things. We don't want any leaks here, and when it's not running, we don't want leaks down there. So let's go ahead and go to, let's go back to auto. Let's set station 2. And let's go ahead and hit manual station 2 now for manual. And let's run that for a minute. And now station 2, it should fly out of there when it turns on. And there we go again. All right, just how it's supposed to work. That's good. Turn it in the off position, give it a second, it clicks. Again, we're done leaking, and that's important. So let's go ahead and close this thing out. First and foremost, this is my first year owning this, but if it lasts as long as these Orbit single heads, I'm gonna be completely happy because I've got about 4 to 5 years of use out of most of these. Now, you gotta take care of them though. In the off season, I take the batteries out, make sure it's completely drained, and I store it, all right? So I don't just leave it hooked to my hose, I don't leave the batteries in. If you do that, you're gonna get a lot of years out of this thing. I can already tell it's well constructed, just as good as these ones. So if you're looking for a single head hose timer, this is a good way to go. If you're looking for that dual valve system, this Orbit, not a bad way to go, probably the best way you can go. And that's why I give it a world's greatest dad thumbs up, and I say, go out and get you one.